By 2030, there will be more than 10,000 times more content uploaded to YouTube every single day. Think about that. Not 10 times, not 100 times, but 10,000 times more videos competing for their exact same eyeballs. Most creators are going to drown in the content tsunami, but a small group of smart creators are already building the systems to not just survive this AI revolution, but completely dominate it. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how they're doing it. My name is Brian, and I've worked with million subscriber creators, and I've written scripts that have generated millions of views, and with that, millions of dollars with them. So let's break down what's actually happening, why it matters for your channel, and the 3 ways successful creators are using AI to amplify their content right now. This is how bad the AI content problem has gotten. Whether you like it or not, we're in the era of the dead internet theory, and it's not a conspiracy anymore. One study showed that over 57% of the internet may already be AI sludge. Think about that for a second. More than half of the content on the internet today may be either AI generated or translated using an AI algorithm. We're living through the biggest content supply explosion in history. A recent study from Hong Kong University of Science and Technology tracked AI-generated content across major platforms from 2022 to 2024. And what they found was that on platforms like Quora and Medium, AI content jumped from under 2% to nearly 40% in just 2 years. That's a 20x increase. Now, that's not YouTube, but this explosion is just getting started. By 2030, the volume of AI-generated video content produced annually is expected to grow 5 to 6x compared to 2025, driven by increased adoption among businesses and content creators. While you're spending hours researching and writing one script, there are thousands of AI channels out there pumping out 50 videos a day. This results in millions more videos competing for the same eyeballs on YouTube every single day. And most of this explosion isn't coming from human creators building authentic brands. It's coming from AI slop. I'm talking about the most dog shit of dog shit content. We're talking about channels that steal movie scenes and add zero commentary. Just raw footage with a robotic voice using 11 labs reading a Wikipedia summary. Faceless channels pumping out Sigma male grind set videos using the exact same stock footage and AI-generated motivational quotes. I mean, just look at this channel that I pulled up, Dignity Defended. This title, 5 recruits corner her in a mass hall. Like, what kind of AI garbage is this? Or this channel, Sage Advice, which is literally dog shit content for 60 to 70-year-old people with terrible thumbnails and just AI narration, which are giving elderly people garbage information. If you watch the video, it's literally a voiceover over static images. Or this channel, Red Voices, which is literally VO3 generated content with probably an AI script with an AI voiceover. Everything AI, there's nothing appealing, nothing authentic about it. So you're probably wondering who's actually watching all this stuff. But what's really insane is this stuff is actually working. Real humans are engaging with completely artificial content, and sometimes they can't even tell the difference. We're seeing AI avatars with millions of followers getting tens of thousands of real comments, generating millions in dollars in revenue for businesses. And all of it's fake. This is simply information pollution on a massive scale. It's recycled, regurgitated garbage that's drowning out content made by actual human beings. And because these AI tools learn from past content to generate future content, it's all starting to circulate and recycle itself. Internet is flatlining. We're seeing the same themes, the same content, and the same soulless repetition everywhere. In 2025, you can't trust anything you're reading or seeing anymore. Even when the AI content is factually correct, it lacks nuance, voice, personality, and human value. It's content without soul. So YouTube had to do something about it. On July 15th, 2025, YouTube implemented massive policy changes targeting what they called mass-produced, repetitive, and inauthentic content. The platform will now demonetize videos that, number 1, reuse third-party material without significant transformation. Number 2, uses auto-generated voices without meaningful commentary. Number 3, publishes repetitive content without adding distinctive value. Or number 4, shows clear signs of mass production without a human involvement. But people seem to be misunderstanding this whole situation. YouTube isn't banning AI, they're banning lazy AI use. There's a massive difference, and understanding this difference is what's going to separate the winners from the losers in the next 5 years. Because while YouTube is cracking down on AI slop, the biggest creators are doubling down on AI tools. All of the biggest creators on YouTube are already using AI in their thumbnails, script writing, and editing process. I mean, if you thought that these videos were hand animated by humans 100%, I mean, come on, it's 2025. These creators used to keep these tools behind closed doors. But what happens when the biggest creator goes public with his own AI tool? Let's look at the king of YouTube himself, Mr. Beast, because his story perfectly illustrates the paradox we're currently living through. In June 2025, Mr. Beast launched an AI thumbnail tool through his analytics platform, ViewStats Pro. The tool allowed creators to generate thumbnails by inputting prompts like, use Mr. Beast for style inspiration, hanging off the edge of a volcano with lava bubbling beneath me. It could even swap faces, so you could take any creator's thumbnail style and put your own face on it. The tool costs $80 a month and was marketed as a way to level the playing field between people like me with 300 employees and new creators that can't afford a small army. But when he posted his announcement tweet, the internet exploded. The backlash was immediate and brutal. Jacksepticeye tweeted, "What the actual fuck?" and he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into. Fuck AI. That tweet got 410,000 likes. Point Crow said, so Mr. Beast gets to complain about channels stealing his thumbnails, then turn around and make a tool that does the same thing, but faster and cheaper. He even pulled up a 2021 tweet where Mr. Beast complained about a Russian channel photoshopping his face onto their thumbnails. The exact same thing his AI tool was designed to do. The irony was painful. Within a week, Mr. Beast pulled the tool entirely and released an apology video saying, "I read all you guys' feedback and I've been thinking a lot about it, so we just enacted some changes." Going forward, there is no AI thumbnail tool. But Mr. Beast still uses AI in his thumbnail creation process. And so do Eric, Mark Rober, and basically every top creator with a professional team. So if Mr. Beast publicly removed his AI tool but still uses AI in his videos, what's really going on here? The backlash wasn't really about AI technology. It's about the commoditization of creativity. Creators spend days, weeks, sometimes months working with artists to craft the perfect thumbnail, while Mr. Beast's tool made it seem like you could just type a prompt and get the same result. But that's not how professional creators actually use AI. They use it as an amplifier, not a replacement. Top thumbnail designers are already using AI tools behind the scenes for ideation, concept development, and rapid iteration. They just weren't replacing human strategy and creativity with it. When you remove AI from one tool, it doesn't stop the innovation. Innovation just goes underground. The reality is that there are plenty of other AI tools that already automate thumbnail creation. From Midjourney to specialized thumbnail generators, Mr. Beast's tool wasn't unique in its functionality, it was just public. And that publicity exposed the uncomfortable truth that most creators don't want to admit. They're already using AI, they just don't want their audience to know about it. I mean, look at this thumbnail from Mr. Beast. You think he actually got a leopard on the road? Like, log in. So if the biggest creators are still using AI, how exactly are they doing it without getting caught in YouTube's crackdown? And more importantly, how can you use their strategies to build an audience so big that prints you so much money that it feels illegal? Let me show you the 3 ways that million subscriber channels are leveraging AI to stay completely safe from YouTube's new policies. And I got this information from talking to the biggest thumbnail designers, the best strategists in the world, and scriptwriters working for million subscriber channels. Strategy number 1 is AI enhanced thumbnails. Your thumbnail determines 90% of the video's success. If you don't get the click, nothing else matters. But there's a right way and a wrong way to use AI for thumbnails. The wrong way is to type a prompt, download the result, and upload it to YouTube. That's what gets you terrible results and creates a slop that viewers are tired of watching. And the right way is to use AI for what it's actually good at, which is ideation and asset generation. The best thumbnail designers start with their thumbnail concept and the psychology behind the click. They know exactly what emotion they want to trigger and what story the thumbnail needs to tell. Then they use AI to generate 50 to 100 concept variations because it can design way faster than humans. And over the past few months, ChatGPT image generation has gotten so good that in certain niches, it's completely replaced thumbnail designers. And if there are certain assets that will take hours for them to create on their own. It's really easy to create a mockup using AI, and then they can go to Photoshop and refine it. This fern-style 3D animation thumbnail has also become really popular, and this can be easily replicated with AI these days. It's crazy how advanced image generation has become over the past 6 months. Human designers then take the best concepts and assets and refine them. They'll go into Photoshop and they'll adjust the composition for mobile viewing, optimize colors for the platform, and ensure the thumbnail matches their brand voice. But now that you have your AI thumbnails created, let's talk about the part of the video that makes or breaks your content. Which brings me to strategy number 2, AI-powered scriptwriting. This is where AI becomes absolutely game-changing for creators, but only if you understand the right approach. Most creators spend 80% of their production time on research and writing. They're constantly asking, what should I talk about? How do I structure this? What examples should I include? And how do I keep people watching? AI can handle the heavy lifting on research aggregation, competitor analysis, and the initial structure. But here's where most creators screw up. They think AI can understand their specific audience and retention psychology. ChatGPT doesn't know that your audience drops off at 30 seconds if you don't validate the title immediately. It doesn't understand that you need to have an open loop every 90 seconds to maintain retention. It has zero idea about your brand voice or what topics resonate with your specific viewers. So the best creators use AI for what it's good at: gathering information, identifying trends, and creating initial frameworks. Then they add the human elements that actually drive retention: personal stories, audience-specific examples, and psychological hooks. This is exactly why tools like Subscriber exist. They're trained specifically on high-performing YouTube content, not just generic blog writing. Subscriber understands retention psychology and platform-specific requirements that general AI tools completely miss because it is trained on 5,000 plus viral YouTube videos. If you're just copy-pasting ChatGPT outputs, you're creating the exact slop that YouTube is trying to eliminate. But if you're using AI to enhance your research and structure while adding your unique insights and storytelling, and once again, if you want to stand out in an age of AI where there's millions of pieces of content produced daily, you need to double down on storytelling. In your content, you want to share more of how you failed your first business, the specific moment you realized you were doing everything wrong, or the conversation with your mentor that changed their entire perspective. Because when viewers connect with your story, they're not just subscribing to your content, they're investing in your journey. And that creates something AI can never replicate: genuine human connection. And within your storytelling, you want to think about the brand associations that come with the actual language that you use. Every brand has certain words that they repeat over and over until it becomes gospel among your group. For example, the Nelk Boys, one of the longest standing cult followings on YouTube, uses words like chirp or birds to talk about girls. Or big brands like Apple will associate with everything, Siri, AirDrop, etc. So if you want to create a brand that lasts, think about the associations that you want to have when people think about you and your stories. And then incorporate more of that language you use every single day into your videos. That's how you create a content mode in an age of AI. This is the specific and granular details that AI won't be able to replicate. AI just won't be able to think of this stuff. But once you create this for yourself, you can train AI to create content at scale with that specific branding. And that's where you get outsized returns from automating the script writing part of your workflow. Because AI can generate content, but it can't generate connection. So create connection first on a brand and storytelling level, and then amplify it with AI at scale. And that's what will build YouTube brands with real, lasting audiences. Now that we have the script and thumbnails automated, let's talk about the part of YouTube that is the biggest headache for creators. Which brings me to strategy number 3, AI-powered editing. Editing is the biggest time bottleneck for most creators. A 15-minute video can take 8 to 10 hours to edit properly, but AI is cutting that time by 70% while actually improving quality. Smart creators are using AI in post-production this way. They let AI handle the grunt work, automated rough cuts, B-roll suggestions, caption generation, and chapter creation. You can also ask AI to identify the best moments for clips, suggest where to add graphics, and even optimize pacing based on retention data. AI tools like VO3 and Kling are great at generating AI video content that is 1,000 times improvement on stock footage that we used 2 to 3 years ago. Long gone are the days where we have to look up stock footage that matches the actual script of the video. You can go on VO3, write a short prompt, and have B-roll instantly ready. There are whole YouTube videos on YouTube that are going viral just with VO3 video generation. Now, editing might not be your biggest bottleneck. Maybe you're lightning fast in post, but you spend hours researching topics, or you struggle with script writing. The key to win here is to figure out where you specifically are bleeding time in this AI generation. So this is my advice. Pick one tool. One mistake many creators are making, and it's costing them months of progress, is that they see all these AI success stories and they try to implement everything at once. They'll sign up for 15 different AI tools, spend $500 to $1,000 a month on subscriptions, and end up more overwhelmed than when they started. I'm watching creators burn out faster than ever because they're drowning in AI tool paralysis. There are literally 5,000 new AI tools launching every single day. Every week, there's a new game-changing new platform revolutionizing your workflow. One day, DeepSeek is killing ChatGPT, then VO3 is replacing Midjourney, and the cycle goes on and on and on and on, and it's gonna be the same for the next 3 to 5 years. This is the AI trap that's killing creators right now, and analysis paralysis disguised as optimization. So here's how to cut through the noise and only implement AI that works. You need to start integrating AI workflows into your YouTube creation process immediately, because AI lets you increase volume without sacrificing quality, but only if you implement it correctly. You definitely don't want to be Charles, who's chasing new tools every single day, because when you chase every new shiny object, you go an inch deep and a mile wide, meaning that you never actually spend enough time with these tools to become masters of them. What you want to do is pick 1 or 2 tools and become masters of them. You want to go an inch wide and a mile deep. So first, audit your current YouTube workflow right now. Where are you spending the most time? Is it research, writing, editing? That's where you implement AI first. Look at your last 5 videos and track exactly how much time you spent on number 1, ideation and research, that's finding topics, gathering information, or 2, script writing, meaning outlining, writing, and editing the script, or production, meaning filming, editing, thumbnails, and then optimization, that's titles, descriptions, and tags. Whatever takes the longest becomes your AI priority number 1. For example, for research and ideation, you can use AI to analyze trending topics in your niche, competitor content analysis, and gather supporting data that way. Or for script writing, this is where tools like Subscriber becomes game-changing. Unlike generic AI that doesn't understand YouTube psychology, specialized tools are trained on the viral content patterns. You want something that understands retention curves, hook structures, and platform-specific requirements. For production, AI can now handle B-roll suggestions, automated rough cuts, caption generation, and even thumbnail concepts. But you still control the storytelling, pacing, and brand consistency. What I would do is pick one AI tool in your biggest bottleneck area. Master it completely over the next 30 days, track your time savings and the quality improvements. Only then are you allowed to move on to your next tool. Whether that's using AI for research, script writing tools that understand YouTube psychology, or editing software that automates the grunt work, the key is finding tools that enhance your specific creative process, not replace it. And that's how the smartest creators are winning in an era of AI content right now. AI generated content is not who you should be worried about. It's AI powered creators that will absolutely dominate. So if you want to become an AI powered creator, click on this video over here where I'll show you exactly how to go from no idea what your next YouTube video should be to having a completely written script in less than 10 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.